Welcome to Members on the Mic with the Troy Chamber of Commerce, where we connect with Troy Chamber members as they give us a glimpse into their company and share some of the great business lessons they learned along the way. Hi, everyone. I'm Tara Thompson-Cusack, President and CEO of the Troy Chamber of Commerce, and I'm joined here today with my lovely co-host and Vice President of the Chamber, Sheila Denstad.
Hey, everyone. Happy to be here.
First, I'd like to take a moment to thank our presenting sponsor, Trion Solutions. Stay tuned for our commercial break where you can learn how you can rely on Trion. We have a great show lined up for you today.
We sure do. And today we're here with member on the mic, Ryan Leach, Sales Manager with Smart Business Source. Ryan Leach is Director of Sales for Smart Business Source here in Troy, Michigan. Smart's a full-service office supply dealer with the motto, everything for your workplace. Ryan's a graduate of Western Michigan University, and outside of Smart Business Source, Ryan is also a police officer because those tie into office supplies. And he also has a 16-year-old son. Welcome, Ryan. Tell us a little bit more about you and Smart Business Source.
Well, first, thank you for having me. Yes, I'm in my sixth year with Smart Business Source, and as you mentioned, I transitioned from a completely different industry, from law enforcement into the sales side. But
is it that different?
Yeah, well, it just depends. We approach things a little differently at times. No, yeah, it's took a big leap. Very excited to have been with Smart, and so much is changing, as many of you know. Originally from this area in Royal Oak, Michigan. From there, graduated out of Clarkston and on to Western Michigan, and since then, like you said, I've been in law enforcement for 18 years, but since then, in January of 16, got on board with Smart Business Source.
Fantastic.
Very busy.
Yes.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about Smart Business Source as a whole?
Yeah, so we, as you mentioned, we are a full-service office supply dealer. Pretty much we do any and everything that you can imagine for the workplace, from pens and pencils to the janitorial products to office furniture. We pretty much cover a very wide spectrum of services and products. That's why our motto is everything for your workplace.
Okay, wonderful. It's a great motto to have. During the pandemic, were you guys open? How were you handling your sales and things going on in the world of office supplies?
Yeah, so we certainly were open. We were an essential company for essential other companies. We were an essential supplier to other essential companies, and we remained open the entire time. As difficult as that was at times to navigate some of the restrictions that were in place that prohibited us from doing the things that we normally did. We had to find new ways. We had to reinvent, and we have a strong team, and that's exactly what we did and are still doing in order to push through all of this.
So like you said, you had to make some big changes. Obviously, you're in a sales role. That is your job.
Yes.
So talk me through, what are some of those changes? How did you change your sales process at this point?
You know, I would think the biggest portion of that is not being able or having not been able to have face-to-face contact.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, sales, that's so important for us to be able to connect with a customer, present what we're doing, whether it's showing a product or, showing ourselves, to be able to showcase what we can provide and what our capabilities are. It's very hard to do virtually.
Yeah.
Everything went virtual. We've adapted to doing that, as many people have. But we had to get on board with that and determine, what is the best approach for us to be able to, accomplish our same goals as we would face to face, but now be able to do that virtually. So that was probably, I would say, our biggest challenge.
So with that being said, how did you do that virtually? Because like you said, if you're used to that face-to-face interaction, you're really making a big transition. Did that involve more calling? What are those things?
Yeah, it certainly did. And I would just say getting even the customers on board to be able to rely, obviously on our team members and their expertise when it comes down to, well, we need a product like this. What can you get us? Being able to get them to see that, whether it be a sample product, to get it in their hands, not being able to deliver that personally, which I would much prefer, but, getting that to them. And they had, trust in us, trust in our team. Those are big steps. And so being able to rely on each other, have patience. That's been, certainly a topic for everybody. But, those minor things, though they don't seem like, major obstacles, they certainly were.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We've heard that from a lot of our members. With that being said, you were selling But how were you getting out the word that you were still there? What marketing did you use in a different situation?
Yeah, so we have a couple different ways that we do that, and I should say contacts or touches that we have in order to reach our customers. Obviously, through emails, we have a marketing director that is able to send out. I mean, and I don't know all the inner workings of how he does this, but he works his magic in order to be able to send out what the latest and greatest, whether the newest products, whatever it may be. If it's a PPE product, certainly, obviously, a hot topic during the pandemic, in order to be able to showcase that through our web store, and so people can go online, they can see that what options do they have, what alternatives do they have. So certainly through our website was probably in Constant Contact, which is a program that we use in order to be able to send our customers all the updated information.
Yes, we know Constant Contact well.
Yes.
Well, and you bring up a good point. It's really meeting people where they are. And you were meeting them in their homes and everywhere. So it is quite interesting.
Yeah. And, ready or not, we just had to go with it. And those were the things that we had to do. I mean, I can attest, even though testing the waters with certain companies, everybody had a different protocol for how they were going to handle and stay safe and what the rules and regulations would be. I mean, I had literally, socially distant meetings with potential customers in parking lots. Which is great that people were able to do that. And, we were just doing anything that we could, in order to keep the ball rolling.
Too funny. There were so many times that I was like, let's have coffee in a parking lot, in our own cars, park 3 spots down, roll down your window and yell at each other.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yes.
So, but like you said, we got to meet people where they are. But here's one thing. I do want to take a quick break to take a little look into our presenting sponsor, Trion Solutions. So let's hear from Trion Solutions and see what they have to say.
Owning and operating a business is the American dream. That is, until HR issues like payroll and taxes, benefits administration, workers' compensation, and regulatory compliance lead to sleepless nights and reduced profits. Keeping focused on the core business and letting others do the HR administration is why companies of all sizes across the country turn to Trion Solutions. Check out Trion at RelyOnTrion.com. It'll be the best business decision you'll ever make.
Welcome back to Members on the Mic with the Troy Chamber of Commerce. We're here with Ryan from Smart Business Source.
Ryan, let me ask you, have you seen a certain segment of your business change? Has there been a growth in a certain area?
Yeah, certainly. I would say since all of this has happened and everybody's, been forced to adapt and adjust, certainly the outfitting, reconfiguration, and the furniture side, in order, whether it be employees working remotely, no longer in the office at the capacity that they were previously. People, we have come on with numerous products, whether it be barriers, protective screens, things of this nature, in order to set up an office so everybody's in a safer environment. I would say that was, without question, the biggest, growth, and certainly the most that has changed over the past.
I know you guys have wonderful delivery. Were you finding yourself going to people's homes now then?
Yes, that's another area.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great point. Normally, we were just a business-to-business delivery service. Not anymore. We are delivering residentially, and we've had to make that adjustment as we have seen employees work remotely. So we certainly have brought that aboard.
So I have a question that's more current for right now. Obviously, we're seeing some issues with supply chain management and getting supplies. How's that affecting you guys?
There's a problem. I didn't hear about
So
this.
no,
Yeah.
it's not for you. I mean, we've gotten everything that we've ordered from you. I will say that. You guys have been fantastic. But
good.
how has it affected your guys' business?
It's just... where do I begin? It's just affected everything just from start to finish in order to get things in a timely fashion, which we normally would never question. It's all in question. When is it going to come in? How much is going to come in? Is it going to be delivered in a partial order? Are we going to get a full order? Is it, has the time doubled, tripled? We've seen a little bit of everything. We have seen some improvements. But again, one of the ways we try to combat that is simply communication with our customers. Be patient, be a part of it. I mean, you've got to get them to buy in and say, this isn't just Smart Business Source that is having this problem. It's a global problem. And, once people understand that. Everybody kind of gets on board, and we work together.
Yeah, it's funny, even as a chamber team, I think we spend a lot of time talking to our members about patience and empathy. It seems to have to be in the forefront right now of a lot of conversations. So
Yeah, there's just no way around it. Like I said, we're excited to see some improvements, but it's, like I said, just not the office, furniture, janitorial supply business. It's everybody. I mean, and in talking to our customers, obviously we have a wide range of customers in different industries that we service, and just to hear some of their stories, to say, oh, it's only going to be a couple day delay, that's no problem. They're happy. Thank
We're
you.
high-fiving
Yeah,
at
thank
that
you.
point.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, we're so thankful. And so again, but we've got a strong team internally that's continuing to look for options all the time in order to find out other ways, and that's been ongoing for quite some time now.
Yeah, for sure. So with that being said, when we see, obviously people are now working remotely, they're working hybrid, they're working in their office. Has that changed ordering? Have you seen different orders? Have you seen like multitudes of like, hey, I want a ream of paper here and I want something over here? Like, what are you seeing?
Absolutely. It's a little bit of everything. Obviously, taking employees out of the office that we're normally used to servicing and them going residentially, their needs are just a little bit different. Obviously, they may not, as far as order size, companies, and everybody's handling it differently. The home office doesn't use quite as much as a full capacity office. So yeah, we do see that. And Sheila, as you mentioned, as they're working remotely, they're adapting to, like you said, a hybrid plan too, where they may be in the office a couple days, home a couple days, and where it's working, we've had to adjust. So the delivery side of it certainly is all a part of that.
Yeah, it's funny. Sheila obviously orders all of our supplies, and now we open up the cabinet and there's like missing things, but it's because we have to take it home.
Yeah.
Like it's just what it is. But it's like,
Yeah.
we need more pencils. No, Tara took all of them. So.
Right. No, I did hear that, so I did bring some just so you could
Thank
know.
you.
Oh,
but
I
yeah.
appreciate Smart Business Source listens.
That's
Literally
right.
smart.
That's
Very
right. Yeah,
smart.
exactly.
So I guess, let's take another little break. And this is actually really exciting for me because we are launching something that's very cool that will be included in every one of our podcasts. But this is my favorite segment. It is called Did You Know? So Sheila.
Did you know Troy Chamber members can save money on supplies from Smart Business Source and other Troy Chamber members?
Really? Tell me more.
Well, you can visit troychamber.com under Affinity Partners and member-to-member discounts and learn about all the different opportunities available to you and your entire team.
Well, I know, but now you know. Thanks, Sheila. So, question for you. How do you see 2021 shaping up for the rest of this year and moving forward? That's for you.
For
not
me,
mine.
okay.
I
No,
know,
sorry,
we
I was
know
looking
what
over
we
here.
think.
So-
That's right, yes,
We're all
no.
right on that.
No, yeah, we've certainly seen a positive trend in the past few months as restrictions lift, and I should say different work environments adjust. We've seen an uptick to some degree. We see 21 ending on a positive note, certainly coming out of where we started the year. Very much looking forward to 2022. We can certainly put 21 behind us.
Yes.
That will be a welcome new year, but excited about what's going to come forward in 2022, even though we've got different adjustments. People are starting to get accustomed to that. So once we get more comfortable with it and we've had time to adjust to it, I think we'll pick up the pace and things will be fall back into place.
For sure.
Absolutely. So, Ryan, any last things you want to share with us today?
Well, just for all your office needs, smartbusinesssource.com. I guess just to thank you for having me, and we're excited about the things that are coming. We're excited about the changes. We look forward to many challenges that we've had to get through and the places that we're going. So I guess I would just add we're looking forward to 2022.
As are we. Well, Ryan, thank you for being a member
Thank you
on
for
the
having
mic.
us. Thank you.
And thank you for sharing a lot of insight in the office supply world and some nuggets that our members can take back with them to their businesses and to their teammates.
Yes, thank you.
And thank you for bringing us pencils that I haven't seen yet, but I'm really excited about that. And also, we were chuckling beforehand. I just want to note that the labels we use to make these beautiful boxes were actually from Smart Business Source. So thank you for that.
We do it all.
And that's all we have today for Members on the Mic with the Troy Chamber of Commerce. Special thanks to our presenting sponsor, Trion Solutions. For more information on upcoming events or to join the Troy Chamber, go to troychamber.com. Thanks and have a great day.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon and see you next time on Members on the Mic.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.